Neptune has retrograded in Pisces on July 2nd and will stay retrograded until December 7th of 2024. So what does this mean for your subconscious mind, your imagination? What are you allowing to deceive you? So my intention for this video is to help you to understand the energy of this Neptune and Pisces retrograde, how it will look, feel, what you can reflect and journal on to start looking at your shadows, your beliefs that were formed out of some form of fear, and the repeated patterns that are expressed due to those beliefs to start doing the inner work, the shadow work, as part of your self-discovery and healing to support your well-being, your health, your joy, and your prosperity. So grab your notebook or your journal and something to write with. Feel free to grab some tea and a candle, and let's get started. Welcome to Dvn Bluprnt, where we help you to awaken the divine design in you. Now, Neptune moved back home into the sign of Pisces starting on February 3rd of 2011, and it will stay in Pisces until January of 2026. Now, this Neptune and Pisces transit occurs every 165 years, and its goal is to wake us up out of our illusion of this physical construct and connect with our spiritual self, to start to look at our shadows so that we can rise above them. Now, your natal chart will be able to provide you with the area of your life, which are the house and the characteristics, which is the zodiac sign of your illusion. So let me break down the energy of Neptune and Pisces. Now, Neptune is known as the planet of illusion. Illusion is about deceit, deception, delusion of the mind. Now, this delusion of the mind plays tricks on you to keep you stuck in this physical construct and prevent you from looking at your shadows, and as a result, stagnating your spiritual growth. Now, the energy of Neptune is very spiritual, mystical, but it loves to escape reality through its avoidance and even through its addiction of some sort. Now, Neptune's energy's ultimate goal is to help each one of us to take a look at where we are delusional, where we created beliefs, even though false, and where our whole mind has surrendered and accepted them as truth, so that we can challenge these beliefs, release them, and then infuse into our spirit. Now, Neptune helps us to answer the following. What beliefs am I being deceived by? What internal boundaries do I have to strengthen? And what do I have to embrace to start trusting my intuition? Now, Neptune is an important part of what is known as your key life passage. And this key life passage starts between the ages of 29 and 30 with your Saturn return. And this passage contains a series of physical and spiritual testings of different aspects of yourself. And the second series of testing in this passage is your emotional testing, which starts between the ages of 38 and 44. And Neptune is one of the four teachers. Now, to help you with answering these questions, I have a 9-week exclusive mini mentorship program that is limited to a small group of people who are interested in being guided on how to get out of constantly living in their shadows and are ready to take back control of their lives. Now, this mentorship program focuses on building and strengthening your internal boundaries, and its goal is to help you to learn how to drop the struggle, the addiction to some form of suffering, your procrastination, the lack of motivation, the things that are depleting your energy due to all the masks, which are your shadows that you have agreed to put on. Now, these shadows came about because of the beliefs that were created out of some form of fear, and you are now expressing their behaviors unconsciously, and as a result, you are experiencing their hard consequences. Now, these beliefs and behaviors have moved you further away from your soul's mission, vision, and values, which are all required when making decisions and taking actions. Now, just as a business has a mission, vision, and values, so does your soul. Now, your soul's mission and vision and values help you to answer those 3 questions mentioned in the earlier part of this video. Now, when you're not aligned to your soul's mission, vision, and values, your life becomes chaotic and your spirit goes into a crisis, which results in you living your life with way too many challenges and without ease and flow. And this is the suffering, the struggling that you are experiencing. And this is due to you putting your focus, your energy into things that are not aligned to what you came here to experience in your soul's journey. Now, this mentorship program is also about helping you to get back to your soul's mission, vision, and values so that you can start taking control of your life by making decisions and taking actions that allow you to have the resources you require to live your life with pleasure, to live your life with love, peace, and unity, the pleasure of you, because this is a time for you. This mentorship program will also contain both spiritual and physical teachings and practices that will help you to uncover you. So, to learn more about this exclusive mentorship program and to grab your seat before they're all taken up, then click the A Time for You link in the description box. I look forward to seeing you in our next mentoring session. Now, let's break down the energy of Pisces. Pisces energy is ruled by the planet Neptune in modern astrology. Now, this energy is about being flexible, adaptable, going with the flow, the ups and downs of life, following your intuition and trusting that it will bring you peace. This energy is also very spiritual, ethereal, and it loves to escape life and live in a fantasy. So it's important that you don't get caught up in being delusional and start accepting so that you can truly see what is going on in your life, to allow yourself to release and let go of the things that no longer are needed as part of your experience so that you can continue to grow, expand, and find the wisdom in life. So, what is it that you haven't accepted, still holding on to, that is keeping you stuck and as a result causing you to stay delusional? What would you have to do to let go of this and why? And are you willing to accept and let go to grow? Now that I have broken down the energy of Neptune and Pisces, let me explain the retrograde energy. Now, retrogrades are about self-reflection, reevaluation, and reassessment. When a planet retrogrades, the planet slows down and gives the illusion as if it's moving backwards. And this slowdown allows you to take a moment from the constant movement of the energy to go within and reflect on how you are moving with the energy of a specific planet. And this introspection allows you to look at your thoughts, your emotions, and actions to determine if any will need to be changed in order for you to continue to evolve. So, to effectively evolve, it requires your energy to be balanced. And to balance your energy, you have to work on balancing the opposite zodiac sign, which is your characteristics, and the house, the area of your life it is located in. Now it's time to start journaling. So grab your journaling tools, and here is what you can reflect and journal on. Now, the journaling prompts will be based on your sun sign or rising sign. So if your zodiac sign is in Aries, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 12th house of spirituality and inner growth. And if your zodiac sign is Libra, then Neptune will be retrograded in the opposite of the 12th house, which is the 6th house of self-improvement with your health habits and service. So here are two questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1, what spiritual practice do you currently have in place to help you build your intuition? And how does these practices keep you from getting stuck in the energy of delusional? 2, what habits, service, and or health concerns have you been delusional with? Why? And what would you have to accept in order to start working on improving it in order to find harmony? Now, if your zodiac sign is in Taurus, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 11th house of friendship and community. And if your zodiac sign is in Scorpio, then Neptune will be retrograded in the opposite of the 11th house, which is the 5th house of creativity and self-expression. Here are the two questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1, does your network, your friends, your community align to your ideals, your visions, your financial values? Why or why not? And where are you being delusional in your alignment? 2, how are you trusting the passion of your creativity to lead you to transforming your ideals, your visions, and your finances? What delusions do you currently have that are related to your ideals, vision, and or finances that can cause you to get stuck in the illusion? Now, if your zodiac sign is in Gemini, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 10th house of career and reputation. And if your zodiac sign is in Sagittarius, then Neptune will be retrograded in the opposite of the 10th house, which is the 4th house of home and family, creating stability in your environment. So here are 2 questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What are you being delusional about in your career, your work, your business, your reputation, and why? How are you communicating those thoughts, ideals, and what would you have to accept to face reality? And 2, what philosophies do you currently have that are not rooted and stable in both the physical and spiritual worlds, and why? And what are some ways that you can explore other philosophies to nurture your own philosophies to allow expansion? Now, if your zodiac sign is in Cancer, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 9th house of expansion and ethics. And if your zodiac sign is in Capricorn, then Neptune will be retrograded in the opposite of the 9th house, which is your 3rd house of practical learning and communication. So here are the 2 questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What are your traditions and how do they unify your home, your family, and why? How does these traditions keep your family, your home ethical, and do they allow your family, your home, the ability to expand? 2. What promises have you made to others that are too big for you to fulfill and why? And what would you have to do or who would you have to include in order to fulfill this promise? Now, if your zodiac sign is in Leo, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 8th house of transformation and goals. And if your zodiac sign is in Aquarius, then Neptune would be retrograded in the opposite of the 8th, which is the 2nd house of priorities, work ethics, and daily routines. So here are the 2 questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1. How passionate are you in achieving your goals? Are your goals realistic? And how would achieving your goals transform your life and why? 2. How does your daily routines affect your priorities and your worth ethics? Why? And what routines would you have to make changes to in order to complete your priorities and strengthen your worth ethics? Now, if your zodiac sign is in Virgo, then Neptune will be retrograded in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. And if your zodiac sign is in Pisces, then Neptune will be retrograded in the opposite of the 7th, which is the 1st house of self and independence. So here are the 2 questions that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What parts of your relationship are you being delusional in, wanting it to be or look perfect, and why? What would you have to accept about that relationship in order for it to continue to grow? 2. What parts of yourself do you feel less confident in, but pretend that you are, and why? What beliefs do you have that keep you from being confident? Now feel free to pause this video to start reflecting and journaling on this question. Now, as I mentioned in the earlier part of this video, I have an exclusive 9-week mini mentorship program that will help you to build and strengthen your internal boundaries so that you can get out of the different forms of addiction, of suffering, and realign to your vision, mission, and values. Now, to learn more about this exclusive mentorship program and to grab your seat before they're all taken up, then click the A Time For You link in the description box. I look forward to seeing you in the next session. Now, the last thing I'd like to mention before ending this video is that while you are processing your emotions during this Neptune and Pisces retrograde, it is important to create some form of grounding practice to help you to stay balanced and to stay connected to your spiritual support team. These are your ancestors, your guides, your higher self, and the divine. So during this time, do the inner work, the shadow work, to start looking at the areas of your life where you are being delusional in. And if you haven't already, like, so that others can see and share, so that others can learn and heal. Subscribe and hit that notification button so that you're notified when a new video has been posted. Feel free to leave a comment and let us know how this Neptune and Pisces retrograde is treating you.